Hi everyone. Hi Simran. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Hi, Raghav. Very good evening.
Yeah. Hi Krishnanand. Very good evening.
Yeah. Sorry everyone for delayed by 2 3 minutes. So, okay, without wasting time, I'll introduce today's speaker with all of you guys. Okay, and then we'll start with the session. So,
Oh,
okay. Yeah. Actually, like I just give a brief introduction about what happened in last 2 to 3 days, so that those who have joined new as well as like you can understand, and then we will take it forward. So this hackathon has been conducted last year as well, and this is the second year what we are conducting this particular event. Since the hackathon event is again has a theme of like again AI driven AI theme where like we want to help all the students to understand how to build basic bots along with it. So some use cases where we are helping them to understand how they can go for use AI in that. So yesterday session has like two bots discussed. One is on UI automation with email automation, and another one with the basic what we can say UI automation, which integrate or interact with the Chat GPT as a UI itself. So it's not any API, or we didn't use the orchestrator and all. So because we have a heterogeneous crowd here, where some of them are new to RPA and some of them have already worked and built a few of the bots. So today we have Raghav with us, who is one of the expert in RPA and the most active member in the Hyderabad community, where he is also working as a technical lead in Net, and he has a good background of technical domain in this RPA automation. So I take this opportunity to invite Raghav for this particular session. So you guys can find his LinkedIn profile, which has already shared in. We'll also share this in what we can say WhatsApp group, so that you can all of you can get connected with him as well. So Raghav, thank you for joining this session with a short notice. I also thank uh, the whole team of UiPath community who supported us. So especially Nikhilesh, who was always helping us. So over to you, Raghav.
thank you. Thank you so much, Krishna. Uh, Great. Let me. Right. Able to hear me clearly? Is my voice clear, everyone?
Yeah, it is
Please
clear.
confirm. Great. Hello, everyone. I saw more than 21 students, participants, and thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the session. And very good evening, one and all. Good evening to AS college students. Very happy to have this session in the weekday evening. So as Krishna mentioned, let me share my screen. Is my screen visible, everyone? Please confirm.
Yeah, it is visible.
Great. So hi all. So let me first introduce myself. So myself, Raghava Tadikonda. I am working in Signity as a technical lead, and I am UiPath certified community trainer from Hyderabad chapter, and I am UiPath community speaker from Hyderabad chapter, and I am UiPath key contributor, and I have certified professional developer, completed associate developer, professional business analyst, and solution architect as well. And this is my LinkedIn profile. So if anyone wants to connect, you can connect with me in online. So basically, I do have 10 plus years of work experience in IT industry, and from last 7 plus years, I'm working on your path. So I started my career as a Java developer, and after that, I got opportunity, to switch and learn this emerging technology called RPA UI path. So from last 7+ years, I learned and I worked on multiple RPA technologies like UiPath, Automation Anywhere, OpenSpan, Blue Prism, and Power Automation Cloud and Desktop. So all these, I am professional certified trainer and developer. So deployed so far more than 50+ bots into live, and I got opportunity to develop and deliver the POCs to multiple clients. And I do have experience of working with different industries like healthcare, oil and gas, manufacturing, retail, HR, telecom, logistics, and oil and gas industries. And even I have automated multiple technologies and applications like Excel, web automation, and email automation, PDF automation. Worked on document understanding, OCR technologies, and even worked with different ERP applications like SAP, Oracle mainframes. And along with that, I worked on different ticketing tools like ServiceNow and BMC Remedy Force Console. So, so this is all about myself. And so coming to this today's topic, so why we are all here, what we are going to learn, why everybody is looking for automation, why everybody, you heard about RPA everywhere in the automation industry, all the IT industries, all the software companies are looking for automation. Why it is booming and trending technology in the IT industry now? Because there are like so many advantages with this RPA. So as you all are in the even in the academic years, and now you already know about some basics of RPA, different tools like UiPath and all, and you already have some hands-on experience. And now you guys are want to, participate in such kind of a hackathon, hackabot. That's really a good initiative from the management side. So so as you already in academics and you're learning this kind of emerging technology, so definitely it will be very added advantage. You should really very thankful to you for your management and all the key members who is really playing a vital role to bring these innovations and initiations to your college. So so coming to this RPA, why it is booming and trending technology in the IT industry? Because we have so many advantages, guys. Like we have so many advantages. Like just a second. So why everyone is looking for automation? What are all the advantages? So what exactly this RPA is about, right? So just let me go through a couple of slides, and then we'll start with our practical session today. If anyone facing any issues in terms of audio and video, please let me know. Okay. Feel free to listen the session. If any issues, anything, you can please unmute or you can raise your hand. I'll give you, to unmute and respond. Right. So just a second, guys. I'm just getting some message. Right. Okay. Is my screen visible, everyone? No, sir. So before that, first of all, how many of you here already uh, learned some basic activities, already working on your path, preparing some kind of use cases? So how many of you already know about that? How many are you working already? Installed the UiPath automation, UiPath Studio, and all the infra setup. Can you please explain me any unmute and try to speak? Anyone? Satvendra, Balakrishna, Jayant, Jagdish, Jyoti, Nandan, Neeraj, Tejasvi, Vinay, Vivo Mobile, Xiaomi, Ashwant, Yuktamuki. Anyone started practicing? Anyone installed the UiPath Studio already? Please unmute and respond. At least one response I'm expecting.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Myself,
Hello.
Ronak.
Hello. Very good evening, Mr. Manoj. Yes, Manoj, please go ahead.
Ronak Jain, sir.
Ronak. Hello, Ronak. Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. I think we have installed UiPath and we have done some of the bots projects. Like we have built an attendance automation in our college for our college use cases. Like and we have done PDF automation also, like like extracting the data from the PDF and write it in an Excel.
Excellent. Excellent. So how about others? Anyone done practiced any use cases or anything? Yes, sir, Balakrishna. Okay, right. So whoever has very new, I just want to, just give a brief introduction, what exactly is RPA, and then we can start. Okay. So is my screen visible now, everyone? Please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Thank you. So first of all, like what is RPA? What is a robot? What is a process? And what is the meaning of automation? So everybody, when I say immediately robot, what you guys think immediately robot is nothing but a kind of a physical robot, right? But in terms of RPA, our robot is not a physical robot. Okay. So immediately what you will think like our robot means nothing but our robot may talk or may walk, or is it a kind of a physical robot, right? But our robot is not a physical robot in our software in UiPath. Okay. This is just a kind of a software where we are going to install in our laptops or desktop, and even you cannot see that you cannot see that robot as well. Okay. So coming to the process, what is the meaning of a process? In your academics already your lecturers explained, right? What exactly the process means? Process means nothing but
Set the workflow, sir.
some set of rules, kind of a workflow, right? Some set of rules and protocols. So for example, in your day-to-day life also, you are going through multiple processes. For example, you are trying to book a ticket in IRCTC. So there is some set of rules are there. You should follow those rules if you want to book a confirmed ticket, right? So you need first of all any internet application or any mobile application, having a mobile or laptop, and you should have to enter the URL of the IRCTC next level generation application, and you should have the login credentials. First of all, you should have an account, right? So once you have the login credentials, you will enter to the login username and password. Once you click on login, you should have to enter all the details like source address, destination address, time, date of journey, type of journey, class of journey, and there should be availability of the ticket. And once you selected, you should have to enter all the passenger details like name, age. So these are all the prerequisites, right? If you enter all these, then it will ask you to enter the payment details. Once you enter the OTP and you should have the minimum balance in your account, then only you can able to book a confirmed ticket, right? This is nothing but a process. If you want to transfer a money amount to your friend, you should have first of all net banking, and you should have login credentials, and you should have your friend's account number, and you should have IFSC code, right? type of an account, how much of amount you want to transfer, and you should have to enter the OTP to get that OTP. You should have proper network, mobile network. So without any of this information, you cannot able to complete that particular transaction, particular process, right? In the same way, in IT industry also, guys, so many people they used to do the repetitive manual tasks, repetitive processes. So there, see, booking a ticket for you, for me, for everybody is same. Transferring the amount from you, from everybody is same. In the same way, coming to the IT industry processes also, they are just doing the same set of jobs from long time. They are not doing anything, some kind of creating something new. They are not going to develop something new. They are not going to construct something new. They are just doing the repetitive manual task. Nowadays, really, do we need human beings to do such kind of jobs, guys? No, because we are in an emerging world where everywhere robots are replacing the human beings, right? So in that kind of concept itself, RPA came into the picture. See, automation is there from long time, more than 20-25 years itself, automation is there. But why all those automations are not successful, and why these RPA tools are become very popular and success? Because Selenium automation is there and Excel macros are there. Those all are we can do automation, but there are some limitations are there. But for this RPA, there are no limitations. You know, you can whatever the human beings are doing the repetitive tasks, you can train those set of tasks to a bot, and you can trigger the bot. So whatever the task is doing by the bot, by the human being, those tasks, you can do by the bot, so that we can replace those human beings with the help of a robot. So those robots we are going to train. So so robot is nothing but a software, process is nothing but some set of rules, and automation is nothing but mimicking the user actions. Okay. So what is the full form? Robotic process automation. Robot is nothing but it's just a piece of code. Okay. We cannot touch or feel it. Okay. Should install that software in our laptops or desktops. What is the meaning of process, guys? Some set of rules or protocols. What is the meaning of automation, guys? Nothing but mimicking the user actions. So altogether, what we can say, guys, with the help of a robot, we are going to automate mimicking the actions. What kind of actions? Whatever the human beings are doing, maybe they will try to see, is a technology that enables a software program to mimic the human actions while interacting the computer applications to accomplish the tasks. Maybe you can use keyboard inputs, maybe you can automate mouse movements and clicks, maybe you can read the computer screen. As Ronak mentioned, he automated already, PDF automation. So he created a bot to scrape the data from the PDF application, and it will extract the information, and it will export that extracted data into the Excel file. That is nothing but reading the data from the PDF. So these are all the actions we can do by the bot. Okay. So what is RPA? It mimic actions. It operates any application. It can read even structured reading and actioning the data. It won't do any mistakes, and it won't need any rest. Right? Human beings, how many hours may work, guys, in IT industry? Generally, someone is creating. Who's that? Annotating on the screen. Krishna, maybe you can turn off those actions options to the users, please. Someone is misusing the session. I don't tolerate such kind. Krishna, are you there? Can you hear me? Right. So guys, please don't do that, okay? Don't deviate. Please concentrate, okay? Right. So what robot is, guys? It will easy to help us to quick to implement and powerful to scale. So what RPA is not, our robot won't walk, our robot won't talk, and it is not a humanoid, okay? And it is not a warehouse robot, or it is not a human replacement. But it can do, a lot of things, whatever the human beings are doing, okay? So what robots can do, it can log into any application, it will move the files and folders, it will read and write to the database, it will scrape the data from web application or PDF, it can extract the data from structured and unstructured data, it can connect to the any of the system, it doesn't have any limitations, guys, okay? It can extract the data document from PDF document and all, it can do email automation, it can make calculations on a very high level of mathematical calculations also it can do, okay? So this is just like a high level of introduction. Whoever is attending the session for the first time, for all of them, this is just a what exactly this RPA, what is this UI path, what we can do, okay? Now what I have told you, with the help of a robot we are going to automate the repetitive manual task. So what exactly the repetitive manual task? Okay, first of all we should know that. So I'll explain you all the basic program which is called. So now I will explain you the steps, and you should also help me to explain me the steps as well once the process explanation walkthrough has completed. Okay, so listen carefully what I'm explaining here. So first of all, what I'm doing, I'm going to take a Google Chrome application. Okay, and now what I have done, I have maximized the window, and I have entered the website called rpachallenge.com. And now what I'm doing, I'm downloading the Excel input data file. Okay. So once if you have this Excel input file, what you can do, what exactly I want to do, I want to show you all what is the meaning of a manual process. So myself, Raghava, and I am working in, for example, a bank. Okay. Raghava Tadkonda. I am, for example, having 10 plus years of experience in HDFC Bank. So what I am doing is every day, I used to receive 500 users of data in Excel format. Okay. Then what I should do is I just need to copy the data from Excel and navigate to web application, and I should insert the data into the web application input fields at respective positions. What does it mean? This is my task. From last 10 years, I am doing the same kind of job. What I'm doing, opening the application, okay, opening the application, downloading the input data, and opening the input data, okay, opening the input data, okay, and then what I'm doing, right. So guys, this is the input data which I have downloaded. So what is my requirement is, what I am doing is every day I should copy the data of the employee, first name, last name, company, role, address, email, and phone number. I should copy this data and navigate back to the application, and I should find the field here. So if you observe, total 7 different fields are there. In the input data also 7 fields are there. First name, last name, company, role, address, email, phone number. The same fields are here. So what I want to do, I just need to copy the data from here and I just need to come back here and I just need to insert the data. That's it. So now what I'll do is I'll just create a, I'm just taking a timer, guys. Okay. I'll start. Okay. So timer started, guys. Now what I will do, I'll just copy the first name of the employee and I'll come back here and I'll enter the data. Paste and again copy the last name, come back to the application and finding the last name and insert the data. Company name, copy, navigate back to the application and insert the data. So this is it really a repetitive manual task or not, guys? Role in company. Address. Email. Finally, phone number. That's it. Submit. So to perform one transaction of data, how much of time it took, guys? On an average, 40 seconds, right? 48 seconds. No, for example, it took to complete one transaction. How much of time it took, guys? 40 seconds. So total, how many transactions are there in our program, in our Excel? Come on, please try to unmute and respond, guys. How many transactions are there?
11,
10,
sir.
sir.
10 transactions. Okay, this is a header. This is not a transaction. Okay, so to perform one transaction, it took 40 seconds. So to enter all this 10 employees data, how much of time I need, guys?
Approximately 4 minutes.
10 transactions, 10 into 40, 400 seconds, right? Wonderful. Which means 6 minutes and 40 seconds, right? So this is my actually manual time I am taking to perform 10 transactions. Now that what is the challenging part? And guys, this is what nothing but the repetitive manual jobs. So whoever is doing this kind of repetitive manual tasks in software industry, nowadays companies are using this kind of automation tools to replace such kind of human beings by preparing those set of jobs, and we are instructing the bot to perform these jobs. Okay, this is nothing but repetitive manual task. Nowadays, we don't need human beings to perform this kind of jobs because they are not going to construct, they are not going to develop something new. They're just doing the repetitive manual task. But what is the challenge in this application is whenever you click on submit, every time the fields are getting changed. See, the positions are getting changed. That is the challenging part here. So how robot will identify whether the values are getting changed? Okay, so we'll discuss about this program today, RPA Challenge Automation Program. Okay, and I'll show you how much of time the bot is taking to complete this particular automation and why everybody is looking for RPA automation. So what are the advantages are here? First of all, cost cutting and productivity. Productivity is increasing, no, for the clients, and no errors. It will give 100% results. Okay, and mostly time saving. What is the meaning of cost cutting, guys? For example, we are having total 10 members of team. We are 10 members of team doing the same job from last 10 years. Now, once my client is implementing this RPA, all my 10 people jobs, we may lose the jobs, or maybe my client will assign some another jobs for us because my job is doing by the bot. Bot replaced my job. Right? They have done automation. So they are just saving all the salary they are investing on us, right? That is nothing but the cost cutting. Productivity. Our robot For example, robot is just taking 60 seconds of time to complete all transactions. So how much of time it is saving here? 340 seconds of time can save here, right? So these are all the advantages, guys. So how to prepare this automation? First of all, you should have to understand the requirement. First of all, you should know what you are going to do. Okay. First of all, you should know what you are going to perform. What is the requirement? Whether do you have the clear steps visibility or not? What is the requirement? And from where your input data is coming from? And where you should have to process that input data. So requirement should be very clear. Process steps should be very clear. Input data should be in correct format. And then we are good. So now in this process, I know what I want to do. My requirement is clear. I do have my input data is clear. And where I should have to perform this data is also clear. I'm very good with the steps. So once you are good with the steps, then you can write down all the steps. What we have done here, first of all, open browser, right? The first step, please try to respond what are the steps we have done in this process manually. First, what we have done, guys, open a browser. Which browser we have opened? Chrome browser. And what is the next step I have done? Come on, try to respond. Try to unmute and respond, everyone.
Opening RPA Challenger website.
Excellent. Before that, I have done one more step.
Downloading the
Maximize window, right? I've maximized the window, right? And then enter the URL called www.rpachallenge.com, right? And then after opening or after loading the home page successfully, you should click on download input Excel file button, right? So guys, because you should be very clear and clarity when you are doing the automation, your steps should be very clear because how much of clarity and visibility you have on the process, that much of you can able to perform the automation. Okay. So once you downloaded the Excel file, then what we should do? Open the Excel file and read the data and copy the data, right? And then what we should do? And store the data in a data table, right? And then what we should do? What we have done? So navigate to the web browser and find the first name label and insert the first name value which copied from Excel input data, right? And then repeat all the all the values from the first row and then click on submit, right? And then what we should do? We should iterate the loop, right? We should iterate the loop for all the next transactions. And once completed the process, bot should come out of the application, right? See how beautifully you guys understood and you have phrased all the sentences, right? This is what we have done. So in the real time also, once the client explained you the process, we should have to prepare the document like this in very clear steps. What are the steps explained by them and what we are going to do? So what they are explained the process by them is nothing but as is process. What we are going to do is nothing but to be process steps. Okay. Is it clear, everyone? Shall we start the automation? Everyone understood the steps, what we have done? So to open a browser, then as of now, we are good with the process definition. Now we should have to prepare the solution. So to prepare the solution, everyone have studios and everyone know already the activities, right? So which activity to perform each and every step? Which activity will help us to perform all these steps, right? So what activity we should take, guys, to open a browser? We have an activity called open browser. To maximize the window, we have an activity called maximize window. And to enter the value in the URL, we have an activity called type into. After loading the home page, we should click on download button. So to click something, what activity? Click activity. To open the Excel file, which activity we should use, guys? Can anyone tell me who already know the automation? Which activity we should take to perform to open the Excel file? Can anyone tell me? Anyone knows that? You are going to perform hackathon, right? So you already know about some activities, right? Ronak, Mr. Ronak, are you there? Oh, Ronak is also not in the call.
Use Excel application.
Excellent. Use application or Excel application scope. Great. Thank you. So guys, so if you know what are all activities we are going to do, Excel, application, scope, and then how we are going to store the data. First of all, how we are going to read the data. We have an activity called read range, and we should have to store it in a data table and navigate to the web browser and find the first name label and insert the value. How to insert the value? Which activity again? Type into and repeat all the values. To iterate the process, to repeat the steps, we need to perform a loop, right? So to perform loop conditions, we have an activity called for each row in data table. Okay. And we should click on submit button. Again, we should use click activity. So if you know the activities before performing the automation, then it definitely you can able to develop that automation successfully. I'm not like saying that definitely all. Maybe when you are doing the automation, you can able to read what exactly the steps you want to do. Maybe you can search that definition also, then you will get that activity. Okay, is it everyone clear so far? Anyone, any questions? Anyone, is it clear so far? Please respond. Able to understand? Hi Madhav,
Yes,
can you
sir.
hear me, Madhav?
Yes, sir. We are able to understand.
Okay, Madhav Madhapu, are you there, Madhav? You listening the class session?
Yes, sir.
Great. Sushmita, are you there, Sushmita? Sushmita. So only listening the session is not important. Even you should unmute and respond, because I should know, right, whether you are attending the listening the session or not. Okay, fine. So who will explain me the steps, whatever I have explained? Who is going to ready? Can anyone help me? Okay, Fine. Now let's do this automation, guys. Okay. Let me open UiPath Studio. Okay, now let me create a new process. Okay, so I'm just going to click on process. And what is the project name? RPA challenge automation. Okay, so what is the description of this bot? Bot will download the Excel input file from website and read the data and insert the values in web page at respective position. On a high level, you should please write down the description of the project, what you are going to do. Okay. By default, our project is going to store in your laptop under documents folder under a folder called UiPath. Okay. And we are using Windows compatibility version and we are using VB scripting language by default. This is how the best practices you are going to consider when you are going to create a new project in UiPath. Okay. The naming conventions also you should know. Always the word first letter should be capital and every word between to word you should separate with underscore symbol. This is the best practice. Okay. Now let me create a project. Now in the back end, what is happening? It is going to download all the project required dependencies, which means by default, whenever you purchased any mobile phone, what you will get, guys, by default? What are all the applications you will get by default when you purchase a mobile phone? Hmm? What applications you will get by default? I mean, I'm just asking normal, general.
Pre-install apps.
Sorry, what is that, Varun? Please repeat, come again.
Pre-installed applications.
What is that? Just name some applications, what you get by default.
For MI remote, Google
Uh-huh,
Calendar.
uh-huh.
Messaging app and phone call app and camera assist.
Excellent. So guys, you know that, right? These are all the basic applications like calculator and camera and log messages, calls messages, call log list, message log list. So you will get all these basic, applications, right? Alarm, calculator, stopwatch, and everything. Now, for example, you want an application called LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional social application platform where you can connect with all the professional people. Now, if by default, will you get that application by default in your mobile phone? No, right? What you will do, you will go and search in the Play Store, right? You have an application called Play Store. In that one, you will go and search and download and install, right? In the same way, by default, when you create a new project in your path, you don't get all the activities by default. Then what you should do, you should go and, for example, now in my studio, how many activities are there? 505 activities are there. Okay. So all these activities are related to what? For example, Excel activities, email activities, system activities, testing activities, and UI automation, which means these 5 packages has been installed successfully in my studio. In these 5 dependencies packages, altogether, I do have total 505 activities are there. Okay. Now, whenever you are looking for some new activity, if that activity is not available here, then what we should do, go and search in the packages folder, manage packages, go to the all packages and search here. For example, I am looking for board activities. See, I'm not getting any board activities. These are related to the modern automation. Now I am looking, see how many total 500 and 415 activities are there. Now if I go and search for Word, now if I click on install and if I click on save, then what I will get, guys, all the Microsoft Word related activities. That is the process to go and install, search and install and download and install. Okay. Now, so based on these process steps, we are going to perform the automation now. Okay. Right. See, previously, how many activities are there? 415. Now, how many are there? 432, which means 17 activities has just been loaded into your existing, see, Word. See, how many Word activities? Total 17 new activities has been added into your activities panel. Right. See, in the dependencies also, one more package has been added. Just now you load it. These are the predefined activities you will get when you create a new project. And when you are looking for new activity, if that activity is not available here, then you should go to the manage packages and you should go to the all packages, and then you should go and search for the package and then you should please download it. I don't know how many of you already know all these basics and all, but I'm just trying to recap whatever you know. If you know already, it is good. If no, just try to learn. Okay, because it will be helpful in your hackathon when you are looking for some activity if it is not available, right? And then always first we should start your project with a sequence. Okay, with a sequence. So what is the sequence? What are the types of workflows we have in UiPath, guys? Can anyone explain what are the types of workflows in UiPath? Anyone knows that?
The main workflow and the secondary workflow, sir.
No. We have sequence. Okay,
Flow chart.
excellent. And then what's that? Now last one. Sequence, flowchart. Come on, I'm trying to get that answer, guys. Sequence, flowchart. What is this?
RE framework.
Yeah, RE framework is nothing but a state machine. Okay. Now our program is very straightforward program, right? Here it is very low complexity. So such kind of programs, what we are going to use, we can develop that program in nothing but a sequence. Okay, which is kind of a linear steps, which means straightforward. For, for straightforward processes, we use sequences, which means low complexity. Okay. Now, so that's how I'm using sequence here. Now, what is our first activity? Which activity we should take? Open browser. So come back here and take that activity called open browser. So before taking this open browser activity, as part of the best practice, what we should do, guys, always click on your sequence, right click on the sequence, click on add annotation. What is the meaning of annotation? What exactly about your project? Okay, so what will download the Excel file? What is the title? RPA challenge automation. Bot will download the Excel input file and it will read the data, insert the values at web page with respect to position. So who is the developer here? Raghava Tadikonda. Email raghava9@gmail.com. Okay, my details. We should have to enter the developer details because in future, if some person came, for example, I worked in the organization, for example, for 5 years in Infosys. Okay, so after 5 years, I want to change my company. In last 5 years, I have deployed almost 100 plus bots. So somebody should come into my position, right? I'm moving to the next company means somebody will replace my position. Somebody will come into my position. Then what that person, whoever is person is going to replace my position, I should have to give the KT. What is full form of KT in real time?
Knowledge transfer.
Excellent. Which means I should have to explain all the 100 processes, whatever I have done in last 5 years. I should explain those application processes, everything to that new person. So if that new person open my code, then if he saw about the project annotation, then will he able to understand or not very easily? I have mentioned the title, I have mentioned the steps, and I have put all my details as well. It's clear or not? Because it will be very easy, right? It is a best practice also. Okay. And what is the project title? RPA challenge program. So what does it mean? Always you should have to rename the activities as well. That is the best practice. Renaming the activity, adding the annotations as well. So how to rename this activity? Double click on the text. Open what browser? Chrome browser. So you should rename the activities. Always you should add annotations, rename the title. Okay. So here, what it is asking you, insert the URL and text must be quoted. It will tell you everything. You just follow the steps. What is the URL, guys? This is our URL, no? And what is the meaning of text must be quoted? Text must be quoted means it is expecting our input in which form, which format?
String format.
Excellent. Whenever some data is enclosed within a double quotations, then that is nothing but a string. So this open browser activity is expecting an input in the form of a double quotations, which is in a string. And what is the browser type I want to go for? Browser type is Chrome. Okay. So in the always guys, before if you want to do anything, first of all, you should choose that activity. Then only the properties will get highlighted. If you don't choose that activity and if you want to see the property, you cannot see anything here. Okay. Click the activity, go to the property panel. For every activity, the properties are changed. The properties will be changed. Learning the UiPath subject is nothing but understanding the properties. For each and every activity, there is some unique features are there. So that activity is expecting some input from you, and it will give you some output. In which format it is giving you you are giving the input, and in which format it is giving you the output. If it is giving you the data in the form of a string, then you should create string variable. If it is giving you in the form of a data table, then you should assign the memory, allocate the memory in the form of a data table. If it is giving you conditional based true or false, then what type of variable we should create? Can anyone tell me? For true or false?
Boolean.
Excellent. That's it. Your path, guys. Wonderful. If it is combination of all types of data types, if it is giving you, then what type of return type it is? No, Raghu, we know up to this only string, data table, and Boolean. Right. So guys, we have so many variables are there in UiPath. Variable data types are there.
Varchar.
Varchar, list, array, and combination of all data types is nothing but generic value, right? We have more than 350 plus data types are there. Oh, Raghu, you said this is low code, no code platform. We no need to know any coding knowledge is required here. You have just mentioned that it is simply drag and drop automation tool. But again, all the lecturers, everyone is starting with variables only. But again, here also you are starting with variables. So guys, of course, every language and tool, definitely the basic thing is nothing but a variable. Maybe you did not concentrated in the last time whenever your lecturer or someone is explaining you the variable, you may not understand. But this time I will definitely help you to understand what exactly the variable. Variable is nothing but what? So Mr. Pawan, tell me what is nothing but variable in your own words. I am not expecting you to tell me exact definition. Whatever you know, have the idea, tell me. Pawan, please try to unmute and respond immediately. We don't have much time. Next, Jyoti. So Jyoti, what is meaning of variable? Next, Vishnu. Vishnu. Next, Tejasvi. Last one, Tejasvi. You all are from computer science background, mainly, right? Okay, no worries. Even in my college academics year, even I also don't know up to the last year what is the meaning of a variable. You believe me or not? So definitely, even though you're from background computer science, but still we may or may not know what exactly the variable. So for example, if I ask you, um, um, Balakrishna, hey Balakrishna, so what is your college name? Balakrishna, what is your college name? You unmuted. Tell me, I'm asking basic question, right? What is your college name? You're not audible. Guys, please don't waste the time. Next, Ruchika. Hey Ruchika, please unmute. I'm asking very basic general questions. Okay. Ruchika, are you there? No one is interactive, guys. Next, Jyoti. 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 Why you are sending in the chat? I'm talking to you. You not able to unmute, guys? Mic is problem, Balakrishna. Can anyone speak?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ashwant. So Ashwant, tell me, just I'm asking very basic, I'm not asking any technical, okay? Just tell me frankly, open. So Balakrishna, tell me, what is your college name? Balakrishna. Why you are sending in the chat, Balakrishna? I'm asking, please try to unmute and respond. Someone try to respond, guys. Why you are doing like this? I'm asking, I'm expecting you to.
Ace Engineering College, sir.
Varun, please stay. So Varun, so you said ACE Engineering College. So Varun, tell me, what is your college area pin code?
5 lakh 3.
3, something, anything, which means he allocated some memory to remember the 6-digit pin code, which is nothing but variable is nothing but memory allocation, guys. He allocated some memory to store the 6-digit pin code. Yeah, Balakrishna, anything you want to say? Okay. So variable is nothing but allocating some memory to store the data. So you have allocated some memory to remember your college name. If I ask you college name, then you are telling me Ace Engineering College, which means college name is nothing but your variable name here. Memory allocation value is nothing but Ace. Pin code is nothing but variable name. If I'm asking you pin code, you are telling me the 6-digit pin code. That is nothing but the value of your variable, right? Oh my God, you are not at all responding, guys. Okay, let me complete this soon. Okay, fine. I don't want to waste the time. So URL is nothing but rpachallenge.com, and then we should have to use click activity to download the input Excel file. So I have given activity and I have entered the URL, and even I have given the browser type, which is Chrome. Okay. So far, let me run the bot and check whether is it able to perform the steps or not so far. Okay. It opened a new browser, Chrome browser, and it entered the URL. But in between, what we forget, guys? Which step we forget? Which step we forget? In which state is it? Is it minimized or maximized? What activity we should take to make it maximize?
Click activity.
See, we took open browser and enter the URL. Which step we forget here? In between, what activity we should take?
Maximize window.
Maximize window, you should say. Don't say click activity. Okay. Understand, listen, concentrate, then you'll get it. Okay. Just now I have explained, right, very clearly. So we should use an activity called maximize window. This activity will help us to maximize the browser. Okay. And now what we should do, we should take activity called click. Why we need click activity? To download the input Excel file. So maximize Chrome window, and then we should have to click download button, Excel download button. And instead of passing the value directly into the activity, what we should do, guys, you should not pass the values directly into the activities, guys. Okay, this is nothing but doing the hard coding. Hard coding means passing the values directly to the activities. Instead of that, what we should do, str, which means my string variable, str login URL, which is nothing but string variable. So I have just created the variable name called str login URL, and I'm just passing the value of variable name. So in str login URL, what is the value is associated? Which value is stored in str login URL?
RPA challenge.
RPA challenge URL. Excellent. So int pin code. So int pin code, what is the meaning of int pin code, and what is the value associated in the pin code? What is the value associated in pin code? What is the meaning? What is this pin code called?
Variable.
Integer.
Excellent. Variable name is nothing but
Int pin code.
in pin code. And what is the value is in pin code in pin code?
5,89,000.
Excellent, guys. That's it. You understand now. Okay. Now, so now click button. So we should have to indicate, right? Where is this click button? Is it here on the application? Here in the download Excel. We should have to indicate, no? Indicate on screen, click indicate download Excel file. Okay. And now what we should do, what is the next step? We are so far good with open browser, maximize window, and click activity. And then what we should do, open the Excel file and read the data and copy the data. Which activity we should use? Excel application scope. So let's go to the studio and minimize the variable panel, minimize the properties panel, and then go to the activities panel and search for activity called Excel application scope. This activity will help us to open your Excel application, Excel file, which it got downloaded just now. Okay, so where is my Excel file? Which is in the downloads, right? Downloads Excel input challenge file. Okay, see, I have given the file path. And now what we should do, we have used. Next, what we should do, guys, which activity we should take? Read range, because we should have to read the data, right? So read range activity will help us to read the data. Okay, read range. So let me open Excel file. What is the sheet name? Sheet 1. So we should pass the sheet name. Okay, sheet 1 by default. And if you don't give any range here, then it will read the entire data from the Excel file. Okay, and then what we should do, we should create the variable, because I am asking robot to open the browser, maximize the window, open Chrome browser, open this URL, maximize window, download the, click on the download button, and once downloaded, open that Excel file and open the sheet 1 and read the total data. That is the meaning of what we have done so far. Then robot should read this total data, and we should create a data table variable, right? Because it should remember the total data. For that one, what we should do, go to the properties panel of the read range and create the variable. What is the shortcut to create variable? Anyone knows that? What is the shortcut to create variable?
Control K.
Control
K.
Excellent. Control K. So data table means dt my data. So now in my robot memory, total data is there. So see here, if you click on variable, automatically you can able to see that dt my data. So what kind of data type it is, guys? dt my data is nothing but what type of data type it is?
Data table.
Excellent. So in this dt my data, what is the value is there? Which value we stored in the dt my data? This total data, right? This total data, Excel data, we have stored in a data table called dt my data. In this dt my data, this total Excel is stored. That is the meaning of reading the data and storing it in a data table, right? So now I have the total data. Now what we should do, robot should go and read the first row. In the first row also, we need the first current row of 0 value, right? So this is nothing but current row, guys. Always when we iterate the loop, it will be first of all in this first current row. In this current row, which value we need first of all? In this current row, which value we need first of all?
John.
John. So how you will get the John? What is the index of this first name John? What is the index? Excel index starts from
0.
excellent. That is nothing but current row of 0 is nothing but John. Current row of 1 is nothing but Smith. Current row of 2, current row of 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. You know that. Now what we should do, we should iterate the loop, no? Then which activity I explained? For each
For each.
row in data table. Okay. If you take this activity, and then what it is asking you, hey Raghu, I'll help you to iterate the loop. Please give me your data table. What is my data table name? What is my data table name?
DT my
DT
table.
my data.
Excellent, guys. Wonderful. This is what the response I'm expecting. Okay. So what is the meaning of this one? For each row in data table means it is telling you, hey Raghu, for each and every current row in which data table? This is the data table. So what does that mean? In your total data table, this is your current row, the meaning of that. So for each current row, in the current row in your data table, in this data table current row, what we need first of all? Current row of current row of so we should enter the data, right? So we got first name. Where you want to enter the first name here, then what we should take, indicate on screen and indicate the first name input value. And if you pass, current row of 0 is nothing but what you will get? John only, no? That is the meaning of getting the value current row of 0 means John. So robot will go the current row. In the current row, it will get current row of 0 index value from the total data table and it will enter the value here. That is the meaning of that one. So first let's test for one activity, one type into. If it is working fine, then what we will do, we'll iterate the loop. Okay. So once robot entered the first name value here, and then it should click on submit button, right? Once it is doing fine, then we'll repeat the same steps for all the remaining steps as well. Okay. Now let's run the bot and check. So if you observe, there are total how many browsers are already open? 4 browsers has been opened. Now if I execute this process, again one more browser will open or not? So if you execute 100 times, it will open 100 browsers. So is it a meaningful thing, guys? So what we should do, every time whenever you are running the bot, what we should do?
We should close the previous opened browser.
Excellent. So what activity we should use for that, guys?
Close window.
Close window means this is nothing but a window. It will close that particular window. But I want to close 4 existing opened browsers. Window means it will close only this particular browser, particular window. See, it downloaded the Excel, it opened the data and read the data, but it is not trying to enter the data because last time the value of first name is here, but now this first name changed from here to here. The bot is looking here exactly. So this is nothing but selectors, UI automation. So to make this selector dynamic, what we should do, guys, we have an activity called anchor base. What this activity do? It will provide a container that will help us to find the element UI element using the other UI element as anchor. Okay, let me take anchor base activity and let me take an activity called find element and drag and drop find element and indicate what exactly you are looking for first name, no? So if you know where is this first name, then automatically you will enter the value of first name here, right? So I'm asking, hey robot, go and search where exactly this first name label is available on your screen. So with the help of this first name, robot will go and search on the total application and then it will help us, hey Raghu, this is your first name. Then automatically once it finds the first name, what we should do? Immediately enter the value of John here. That is nothing but action. So find the first name and go and cut, right click, paste. Indicate on screen first name. Okay. Now let's run the bot and see whether it will perform everything or not. Okay. And let's check what is the accuracy as well. Because it should find the first name also in each and every process. And one more thing here, as I have told you, so far 5 browsers are there. Next, this time one more browser. So 6 browsers will be there. Instead of that, what I want to do, we have an activity called kill process. If you use this activity, what it will do, guys, before starting your program, it will kill the existing browsers. Okay, what process you want to kill? Chrome process. So we should pass the Chrome process name. What is the process name? Chrome.exe. Chrome.exe I want to close. So it will close the kill Chrome browser and then it will open browser. Hey, getting much disturbance, guys. And someone go for the mute, whoever receiving the continuous messages. Ask your friends, family, and all you are listening the class. Please ask them to not disturb you. You are attending the session, right? Tomorrow you are hackathon. If they keep disturbing you, if they keep talking to you, it's meaningless. It's waste of time to attend this session, right? So whenever you're doing something, please do with concentration. Put efforts and then expect the results. Without doing anything, you won't get anything, right? So I have asked bot to kill the processes before opening a new browser. Okay. So now see, I have opened 5 different browsers by default. And now what I'm doing, let me run the bot and see how the bot first of all will kill all the processes, and then it will open the new browser and it will enter the URL. See guys, it closed all the browsers, right? It opened a new browser and it entered the URL. It maximized the window. And it is taking some time to load the browser, right? Then what we should do, and now it is looking for the first name. So let's see whether bot is opening the Excel in the backend and it is trying to fetch the value of current row of 0 from the data table, and it is trying to find the first name or not on the web page, and it is entering or not. So these are all the things we should know when you are performing the automation. Okay, what exactly the input where you are getting from. So when it is trying to enter the data, it is taking so much of time to load the browser. In the meanwhile, it is not able to get that label correctly. So what we should do at that time, we have an activity called delay. What this activity will do, after loading the page, it will wait for 10 seconds of time. 0, 0, 0, 0, 10, 0. Which means it will wait for 10 seconds to load the page completely, and then it will open the Excel file, and then it will find the first name label, and then it will help us to enter the value. In the first name label also, what I am doing is to get the perfect first name. I am using the concept called UA Explorer. If you already completed the selectors class, you have an option called UA Explorer to fine tune your selector. Okay. So where is my application? This is my application. So indicate element. Open in UA Explorer. Sorry guys, I am exceeding some time. Just within 5 to 10 minutes, I'll complete it. Okay. Is it fine? So I am not able to get your path browser enabled. Something is wrong. Browser extension. Since opening this page, please try refreshing the tab. Not able to. Okay, I have enabled successfully rpachallenge.com, indicate element. Right. See guys, so when you enable the extension, then only you can able to spy the elements. This is nothing but spying the element. Okay. Now I have indicated the first name element, label on the web application. Okay. And then what we should do, just select the inner text. Then it will help you to get that first name label on the web application correctly. Okay. So now let's close it and then run the bot. And before that, we should have to put one more click activity, to start the time also. Start button, because it will calculate the time, how much of time you took to complete this automation. Okay. Now run the bot. So able to understand everyone what I'm trying to convey, whether if you already done this program, but these are all the best practices, we should concentrate on what exactly the requirement, how you are getting the input, whether you got clarity on the process steps or not, applying all the best practices or not, renaming the activities, creating the variables, do not do any doing hard coding, creating the project name on a best practices, and adding the annotations, calling the variables, make the selectors, the values, if it is keep changing dynamically, convert into the static. What are all the wildcards in UiPath selectors, guys? Wildcards, can anyone tell me? See, it is typing John first name, every page it is entering correctly, correct or not? Previously it got failed, but even though it clicking on submit, it is correctly entering at each and every field, right? So have you completed selectors from UiPath Academy? Anyone? See, congratulations, out of 70 fields, all 10 fields entered correctly in 24 seconds of time. Now what we should do, guys, we should have to indicate all the steps. Okay, now let's do the same. I won't take much time, it's already late. So anchor base, first name completed, right? Now what we should do, we should do the same for all the remaining fields, right? Copy, right click, paste. So we should do for the last name. No, second field is nothing but last name. So indicate on screen, make this page in the backend, open the studio, indicate on screen, indicate last name label, and then open in UI Explorer. Everyone able to understand? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And you don't need to call me sir, you can call me Raghu or Raghava, okay? So inner text, validate, highlight. See, last name indicated correctly. So what are the wildcards, guys? You already completed UA Academy, right? Your Path Academy. What is wildcard?
Star question mark.
Excellent. Asterisk and question mark. If you already remembered and if you say that was good, if you see that in Google and if you are saying, then yeah, that's fine. At least you have responded. So copy, paste. So after first name, last name, what we have, guys? Oh, sorry. I clicked on screen sharing has stopped. Is my screen visible, everyone?
Yes, sir.
First name, last name, and then company name. Right click, paste, indicate on screen, company name, open in UI Explorer. Why I'm choosing inner text means because when it is trying to load that company name on the web application, it will go on exactly accurately to read that inner text of company name on the web application. Okay, so I'm may not going explain in depth in each and every point here because of the limited time we do have. Okay, so all you are going to participate in the hackathon coming Saturday.
Yes.
So from how much of time you all are learning your path?
Half an hour, sir.
Half an hour. You are learning your path from your college. How much of time? It's been 6 months or 1 year or 1 month from when you are learning this your path yourself. This is the first class?
Yes, sir. Recently.
Recently. Okay. So you started practicing learning from your path academy? Any questions, anyone? You want to ask anything so far? Is it good? Any feedback, any comments, anything you want to learn more? So rolling company is also done. Indicate rolling company. Current row of what value we should pass? 3.
Sir,
Correct?
screen is not updating, sir.
Or is it? Okay, let me share again. Someone confirm, no? That's why I'm continuing. Is it visible now, everyone? Able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, after rolling company, what we have? Address. Address. Company name. Address. Address. And then what else we have, guys? Next. Email and phone number, right? Email. So current row of 0, 1, 2, 3, company name, 4, address, address, indicate address input field, current row of 5, email, email, open in UI Explorer. Okay. Email, and last one, phone number, guys. Okay. Current row of 6. Last one, phone number. Indicate on screen phone number label. So we're asking bot to go and find the phone number. And once it find phone number, it should enter the value at the phone number, which is current row of phone number. How you will get current row of?
7.
7.
Excellent. So anyone know what are the different input methods in UiPath? Input methods. Input methods. Now we learned input methods. Phone number. Janu. Janu. Right. So guys, I'm good. Completed first name, last name, address, email, phone number, address, email, and phone number. Okay. Now let me run the bot and let's see the results. Okay. So we have developed the flow and let's check the results. How much accuracy it is finding the values and how much accuracy it is entering the values at the correct positions as well. And it is waiting for 10 seconds of time, and then it clicked on round 1. See, entered first name, last name. Smith entered 2 times. Role in company, address also entered in company. Oh, email entering in wrong position. So we have something is wrong here, right? Then what we should do, let's stop the bot. Something is wrong, right? First name, last name. See here, in the last name only we are entering this one. That's why. So what we should do, first name, last name, first name, last name, company name. So we don't need this actually. Company name, current row of 0, 1, 2, role in company, company name, again role in company, again company name. That's the reason. Company name, role in company, address. Company name, role in company, and then address. Again, we don't need this as well. Okay. But copy duplicated. Okay. So again, just cross check 0, 1, first name, last name, company name, role, address, email, phone number. Right? Again, let's run the bot, guys. So like this, when you are doing, any of execution, if it is not working, behaving as expected, then just, go through and check on the logs as well. You can be able to get the complete successful results also. Okay. So first name, last name, company name, role in company, address, email. Okay, something is wrong again. Cannot find column name 7. Email, phone number. Indicate on screen. Phone number. Open in UI Explorer. Inner text. Validate. Highlight. And save.
Sir, as it is start from 0, we don't have current row 7. We have only 7 fields, no, sir. It will
0,
0 to
1,
6.
2, 3, 4.
We
Okay,
have
yeah. Wonderful. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Yeah, like 4, 5, and 6. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me. Okay. And guys, now if you observe, when it is typing, it is doing very slow. And even I don't want to wait for 10 seconds of time also. I just want to wait for 6 seconds. That's it. It is loading correctly. And then okay, and when it is doing it, guys, if you observe, it is typing the data very slowly. I don't want to enter very slow. I want to enter very fast. Then what we should do? We have an input method called simulate type. Then if you select that simulate type property, then what it will do, guys, it will enter the data very fast. Okay, so that you can see the difference also. Before typing, after typing, selecting the simulate type, you can see the differences also. Okay, then you can save almost more than 10 to 20 seconds of time if you choose this input method called simulate time. Okay, as out of the time I'm not showing you the differences before and after. Now you can see the differences. Okay, so you all are from final year only, right?
no, sir. Few are from first year, second year, third year, and fourth year.
Okay, from which background? Computer science only?
No, sir. All mix of.
Okay, nice. Even I'm also coming on this Saturday as a mentor. You guys know this time it is entering very fast, no? And it is entering very accurately as well, right? So this is nothing but doing the automation as expected and even with 100% of accuracy. So now manually, how much of time it took us previously in the starting of the class?
Approximately 6 minutes.
6 minutes and 40 seconds, no? Now you can see the difference, how much of time it is taking by the bot now to do this automation. Understood, everyone? Learned something today? Understood what is meaning of creating the bots?
Yes, sir.
Nice. So the thing is, how much you practice more, that much you can build the bots. So you should know. So what is the scenario? What is the situation and all? So see here, guys, how much of time it took to complete? Just 2 minutes, 2 seconds. In terms of
2 minutes, 2
process,
seconds.
we just took 82 seconds of time with 100% results. Success rate 100%. 70 out of 70 fields we have entered correctly, and we just took 82 seconds. Manually 400 seconds, automation 80 seconds, which means you can save into 5 times. That is the meaning of increasing the productivity. Time saving is nothing but that's one. Okay. So I'll just recap what we have discussed so far in today's session. Okay. So first of all, what we have done, everyone, we just first we took a sequence. In that sequence, what we have done, created an auto annotation, entered all the details. First, we used kill process. What kill process? Kill existing Chrome process, right? And we have passed the Chrome process name, and then we took open browser activity, entered the URL. Instead of passing the hard coding, we created the variable and then maximized the window, and we put some delay and click on start button. And then so far we are good with the web automation. This is nothing but UI automation. And then we use Excel application scope activity, given the file path of the input Excel file, and then read range activity we have given to read the data and stored it in a data table variable called dd my data. And then we iterated the loop. Why we need iteration? Because we have 10 transactions. Even if you have 200 or even if you have 500 also, the same process. So we took for each row in data table, we passed the data table, and in the current row, we asked robot to go and fetch the current row of 0, enter the value in the first name input field. As the value is dynamically changing, we asked robot using find element to go and find the first name and then enter the value at first name. This is the meaning of entering the value. For we repeated the same for first name, last name, company, role, address, email, phone number, and finally enter. And again, once it is completed first row, again it will go into the second row. Again, it will enter all the transactions, and then again it will repeat. And then once completed all the transactions, once it come here, once it completed the data, and then it will stop the bot. That is the meaning of the program what we have done today, RPA challenge program. Okay. Any questions? Anyone understood or not? You want me to repeat again? Is it clear?
We are clear, sir.
Okay, great. So by tomorrow, your task is, try to do this program, guys. Okay. So here I have this program, no, and we have another website called RPA samples.com. Okay. In this website, what it will do, if you click on unicorn generator, name generator, it is asking you to enter your name. For example, Raghava. Asking which month you were born, June. If you click on get unicorn name, this is your unicorn name. So I want you to all to perform this task. Okay. So student name, born month, okay, and unicorn name. Okay. For example, once you run the bot, it should copy the data Raghava, June, and once entered the data, After it click on here, whenever this unicorn name comes, it should copy this unicorn name and should go here and it should enter the value here like this. Just know whatever you have done, the same thing. But here you are getting some data on the web application. You should get it and you should come here and you should update it. Is it easy or not?
Yes, sir.
Ronak, January. So just try to do this small sample task today so that you will get some practice. Okay. So this is a finding unicorn name, and another sample program which we have is uh, RPA sample. So in this second program, we have password generator. So what it will do, it will create a password. If you give uppercase, if you don't want to use uppercase, if you don't want to use lowercase, if you want to generate something, it will give you in the combination of this one. Like this, please try to pass multiple combinations and try to create a new password and copy the password and enter the password here. Okay. And I'll give one more website also. In this RPA challenge only, you have, for example, movie search. Search for Bahubali. Find, get the name, copy the name of the title, and then come back here and enter the data. And invoice extraction, as Ronak mentioned, for example, we have 5 different invoices are there. If you open the first invoice, you have got some data here. What we should do, we should copy the data by using PDF automation, and we should put this data: invoice number, date, customer name, total price, what is the tax, subtotal, and everything. Okay. And then you have another RPA challenge program. Last option is nothing but RPA stock market. Okay, so when you have some data, for example, you want to extract some RPA stock market. So here you have multiple stocks are there. Select stock and get back here, copy the dynamic value, come back to the Excel and enter the value. Like this, repeat for all the stocks. If you want to find anything new also, you can find it here. Okay, this is another website. So okay, thank you, Varun, entering all the details. And guys, another most important and useful website for RPA practice is nothing but botsdna.com. So guys, this website can help you, in doing all the practical scenarios, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, total 20 different use cases are there. For example, I want to do school automation. What we should do, click on school information and I need school code. Then just copy the input Excel from the Excel file. And once if you find the Excel file, open the Excel file. Okay. Close this Excel. Yeah. So here, guys, what they have given you, only school code. Copy the school code and come back to the application, enter the school code here and search. See, you got all the details. So copy the school address, again come back to the Excel file and paste the value of address here. Understood? Is it doable or not? Just you need to know where you are entering the data, what you are entering the data from, in which format. Always you should focus on how to read and write the data. That's it. Okay. And like this, complete for all the another values and find the values and paste it here. Okay. And another example, and then I'll stop the session here. Notary services. What it is telling you, advocate name. For example, I have the Excel file. So let me open the Excel file. Okay, everyone able to understand? Definitely these all are helpful websites for you to practice more and more for your hackathon, guys. Okay. I don't know how many of you already practiced or very new freshers. So that's how I just started with very basic small sample program. Okay. So now here, advocate name, copy advocate name, come back to the application and see advocate name, paste it here. Area of practice, area of practice, Tekkali, Srikakulam. Tekkali, Srikakulam, district Vijayanagaram, submit notary. You'll get one notary. So copy this transaction number and come back to the application and then paste that transaction number here. That's it. Easy or not? If you practice all this, definitely it will be helpful for all of you. Okay. Any questions, anyone?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
So previously you said to do the stock market scraping, no, sir.
Yes.
So if we open the website multiple times and to scrape the data gradually, it is asking like we got many requests from this IP address and are your bot those are coming, sir.
Sorry, what it is telling you? Getting multiple
Uh,
requests.
uh, like it is asking are you a bot or a human, that verification is coming, sir.
Oh, is it asking like that?
Yes, sir. CAPTCHA verification is coming. If we open multiple times in time span.
Okay. So then what we should do here, we have a website called forum.com, forum.uipath.com. So how to handle captcha images. Okay. So just comment how to handle captcha in web applications. Then just search it. You'll get multiple, solutions. So for example, I have opened this one. Okay. So what they're telling you, I am able to run and get captcha from death by captcha. So here you will get some solution for that one. So just try to implement that one. I don't think you will get that, but still if you are getting that, definitely we should use, see these are all the multiple websites where this to handle the captcha images for the automation. Okay.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Any more questions, anyone? Is it clear? Understood, everyone? Okay. Thank you all. Thank you so much for your valuable time in attending the session. And please practice more and more and get hands-on experience and try to explore the activities for which situation we should use what activity. And then definitely, you can able to crack the hackathon hackathon on the Saturday. And I'm wishing you all the very best. And see you all at the college on Saturday morning. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all.
Sir,
Thank you, sir.
thank you, sir, for your valuable session.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
guys,
so much.
please fill the feedback form.
Oh, you have feedback from also.
Yes, sir. I'm a part of organizing team.
Acha. I think this is session 2 only, right? Not session 3, right?
Session 1 is taken by Krishnan sir. And
Acha. 2 yesterday lady, right? And 3 is
yes,
today.
yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. I hope you understood and definitely I hope you will give the good positive feedback. And again, thank you all so much for your valuable time in attending. Please keep efforts, more efforts, because every day, right, because of the recession, many of the companies are not, like doing any hirings, but if you have technical content with you, definitely, always there is a job for you. For that one, just we need to put more efforts, right? Yeah. Hi, Krishna.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, Raghav. So thank you so much. Actually, it was a wonderful session. I was listening to it, but I was doing some other work as well. And
Yeah,
it was well explained in every step. As many of the students also get back in the like last sessions, like they want a detailed explanation. So it was really helpful, I think. And also, like we will share this recording with them where they can go for again play around to each and every step and understand it better. And like if possible, like you please share that bot with me, so I'll share it with the students. Like any credentials and all, you can remove. We'll add the steps that how they can configure those things, so that they can just go for uh, see that as a reference and do it as well.
sure,
So
sure, Krishna.
thank yeah, right. So thank you
Definitely.
so
Please
much
ping me
for
in ping me in WhatsApp. Share me your email address. I'll share this workflow with
sure,
you. Okay.
sure, absolutely. We'll do that. So again, we'll meet you
Okay.
on physically.
Right. Hope to see you all soon. Thank you. Thank you so much. Take
Thank
care.
you,
Bye.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Bye.
I hope everybody has given the feedback, guys. So please give the feedback as we mentioned. Based on your active participant, like you will have certain surprises as well. So please go for give the feedback and go for practice. Maybe after 1 hour, like I will share this recording as well as this thing, so where you can go for practice as well. Any doubts, you can post in the WhatsApp group as we mentioned. Also, you can, if you are from our college, you can meet us in second floor placement cell. We are available where we'll help you out with all your queries, whether it is installation, whether it is errors in the bot or any concept related. You can approach us anytime, guys. Thank you, Raghav. Thank you, team. So I think yeah, Varun has shared links as well as we have shared Raghav's LinkedIn profile in WhatsApp group as well. You guys please keep in touch with him as well. So there's going to be a good networking as well as a good learning. Okay. Fine, Raghav. Thank you. I hope everybody has given the feedback. We'll see you again in tomorrow's session with a wonderful speaker with wonderful, again, the various spots. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining. Fine, guys. If you don't have any queries for the day, we will wind up. Once you give a feedback, you can drop from the call. So maybe another 1 or 2 minutes. If you have any queries, you can ask. Right, guys. So we'll see you in tomorrow's session. Thank you for attending the session till end. So see you tomorrow. Bye bye.